baby was diagnosed with hyperbilirubinemia, and you guys are probably like, what even is that? Because that was our initial thought at first too when the doctor told us that she had that. And they were honestly speculating it in the hospital before we left, right? When I was in the bathroom. And they were like, oh, you know, we're gonna keep a close eye on her, like especially with the whole hyperbilirubinemia. That word itself is like super scary, especially as first-time parents. We were just like, what even is that? Like, what are we gonna do? Is the baby gonna be okay? We had so many thoughts running through our head. And you know, when we did go into the doctor's office for her appointment, that's when we found out that she had it. And they take her into a lab and they check her levels for it, right? And it literally came back at 17.
That's what I was gonna say. And that's what made it super nervous, guys, because when you do have something like that, if it's really high, it can cause brain damage and like random seizures and stuff. And come on, like, we're looking at our baby girl.
Yeah, you hear that and you're just like, what?
Yeah, and we're like looking at our baby girl, and we were both so nervous, but we want to make this video for first-time parents to let you guys know.
No, let's be honest, this is probably like our 20th trying to do this video. As you guys can see, the baby is in the front with us because she wasn't really comfortable back there, so now she's calm.
I think it's just because she wants to be a little teenager. She wants
to be with mommy.
She wants to be with her mom
at all times.
She wants to be with her mommy. Hey guys, you know what to do. If you're the dad, just agree with the mommy. With the mommy.
I know they said not to spoil her, but she's my first baby. Okay, yeah. How can you not?
You see that? She's my first baby.
Well, like technically she's our first baby. She's our first baby. And you know, she's not that spoiled because she sleeps on her own when she's upstairs in her bassinet. So she's not that spoiled, but you know, when she doesn't want to be in her car seat and we're not moving anywhere, we're just making this video for you guys, then she can be on me. Okay?
Guys, we want to keep the energy as high as possible because we love you guys so much. But to be honest, you know, we had very difficult days, you know, and we didn't record it. And we didn't even talk about it with you guys.
Literally, the baby's about to be a month old, and we didn't even tell a bunch of our family members that the baby was even going through this, guys.
If you guys notice, we'll insert a picture right here, maybe in between us, because the baby's in the middle of us.
Right here.
You guys know how like we have white on our eyes, like the white part of the eyes? Well, basically when you have something like this, first of all, her skin was very yellow.
Yeah. Super yellow. She would get super red. She still gets super red here and there, but
that's usually for newborns,
yeah,
like the
exactly.
red part.
Yeah.
But the yellowing was a cause of this bilirubin, and it's okay,
baby. It's okay.
And guys, instead of her eyes being white, it was actually
yellow.
It's okay. It was actually yellow. And we'll put the picture right here. Couldn't keep my eyes off her because I didn't want anything to happen to her, and I was like up all night. So you said but what, babe?
But we did get instructions from the doctor on what to do, and the first thing that she said was to feed her every 2 hours.
Yes.
Strictly. Like, even in the middle of the night, I had to wake up every 2 hours to make sure that she was fed every 2 hours.
Yeah.
Sorry guys for so many cuts. We had to move because the sun was getting into the camera. The camera kept turning off, so now we're good and we can talk to you guys now.
Yeah, of course.
So I was saying in the last clip about feeding her every 2 hours, and with that being said, the doctor did say that I had to start exclusively breastfeeding and pumping and all of that stuff. And honestly guys, it has been really hard to have her latch on because she did get used to bottle feeding, and you know, when you're used to bottle feeding, you don't want to work for the milk, okay? You just get the bottle and that's it. With, you know, latching on over here, she has to work for it. The yellowness in her eyes, that was something that was super like, you can definitely, well, not now, but when it was happening, you can definitely see it. That was one of the major symptoms of the bilirubin being so high. Her eyes were so yellow, like round, and I just felt so bad looking at her every single time because I just wanted her to get better. And yeah, my
guys,
poor baby.
You don't understand, when that was like going on and the world didn't know, so when that was going on, I was up all night and just like looking at her like, is she okay? Is she getting better? Is she getting better? You know, obviously we had to feed her every 2 hours. And the doctor was saying that because when you do have something like this, the baby isn't so alert of everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why in videos you guys hear me saying, oh, I love when my baby girl cries. I want her to sound like Beyonce. Sing, baby, sing. Like, some of you guys are taking that, like, in a way, like, Rich, why do you want the baby to cry and stuff like that? But you guys did not know the full reason, so I want to make this video to let you guys know the full reason. It's a beautiful sign when the baby cries because she's alert, you know. When she opens up her eyes, it shows that she's alert. When she's crying, she's alert.
She's responsive. She's awake. She's alive. She's doing good.
Yeah.
Also, the doctor wanted us to feed her every 2 hours so that she can have more bowel movements.
It's gonna be multiple clips. It's gonna be multiple clips.
Seriously.
But yeah, we were just so happy, like, when she started to be alert, and that's why I was saying I'm so, like, I get so happy when she cries. And it's crazy because, like, a parent be like, oh, she's crying again. Like, I don't know if parents be like, oh, shut the baby up, but I don't know, like, I would never, like, it's a beautiful feeling hearing my baby girl cry. Guys, low-key, this is like a all-day thing with us, you know. This is like
Seriously.
a real parenthood, take you along the day conversation with us because we're downstairs from Publix right now. But let's keep continuing what we were talking about.
Let's do it. So another thing that she was going through is that she would literally sleep all night. That's why we had to wake her up and feed her every 2 hours. Honestly, because the hospital did tell me that I had to feed her every 3 hours. And as soon as the doctor heard that, she's like, oh, no. Like, newborns eat every 2 hours. Very, very strict. You have to wake them up. And especially with her jaundice and bilirubin being so high, they literally sleep throughout the whole, like, literally the whole time, the whole day. So that's why we had to wake her up every 2 hours. And literally, I, like, the first night that she did come home with us, I was like, wow, she's such a good baby. Like, since we had no idea she had the bilirubin in her system, we were like, whoa, is it gonna be like this every single night? Like, she's just gonna sleep throughout the whole night? And little did we know. Come to
find out, it was actually a bad sign that she slept the whole night. And like Angelica was saying, we come home, we're so excited the first night, you know, we go to bed and we're like, wow, why do we have just like a full night of sleep? And we're like, oh wow, this is easier than we thought. We went to the hospital and it was like, no, this is actually way worse than you thought. And that's why every time, like I was saying before, like, I'm just so happy when I hear her, when I see her eyes opening, when I just realize that she's alert. I can imagine you're happy, of course.
Oh,
I know.
I'm like over the moon. When
Angelica,
I found out that happened, I was literally devastated. I felt like it was my fault that she had this, because when you Google these things, guys, it tells you like, oh, it could be because of the mom's hormones, it could be this, it could be that. But turns out that because she was born at 37 weeks, she's considered kind of premature, that this is a reason why that she got it as well, because of that reason. She was born before the 38 weeks and her liver isn't like properly function at that time, so that's exactly another reason why. I don't want to think about that.
You're looking at the world's best mom right here. No, seriously, like, you guys don't understand. Like, if you want to find a person, like, if you have to find a person and be like, oh, I put my baby first, like, you found her. Don't get me wrong, of course I put my family first, but like a mom saying that, like, oh, what mom do you know who put the baby first? Like, yo.
No, seriously, I literally love her so much. Like, I can't imagine ever going through something like this, or worse, or similar, or anything. Like, oh my gosh, I just can't even think about that. Can't even fathom the thought of her being ever sick. And it's just,
and it's crazy because we weren't vlogging these appointments. Like, we had a lot of appointments because of, you know, the bilirubin. We
had to go back like every other day just to like check her levels and make sure that she was okay, make sure she was progressing and not getting worse.
Yeah, and it was difficult because the appointments were 7 in the morning. So like we were like just understanding the parenthood, like being up, and then we would have to be at the appointment at 7.
We were doing every 2 hour feeding, so I was up every 2 hours of the night, and I was trying to pump, and I was trying to
I was up there too. I just don't pump.
No, I know. But I'm saying, like, imagine being up every 2 hours of the night and then having to be at, and not wake up at 7. You have to be there at 7. And if you guys know, you know. If you have kids, like, you have to wake up a whole 2 hours before your appointment.
Yeah.
Get the baby ready. You have to get yourself ready. You have to make sure you leave the house with everything that you need. And it just, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but definitely,
we know that, babe.
But definitely, you have to be so prepared.
Yeah, I like to say, like, before you do anything, basically before you leave the house, the baby has to be fed, the baby has to be burped, the baby has to be changed, and then the baby has to like sing for a little bit, and then you can leave the house. This is the next topic, guys, and I love this video because I feel like we weren't hiding things from you guys, but we were just like, it was new to us. There's a happy ending, so guys, definitely keep watching. The next thing that we want to talk about, which is a huge thing, and I'm so happy today we finally can talk about it. First of all, we love you guys so much, and thank you for all those comments that you guys been commenting, congratulating me and Angelica, being a part of the family and stuff like that. Thank you so much. There's also some comments regarding like maybe the baby not wearing a hat, the baby not wearing some socks, or the baby wearing a little dress and stuff like that. So I want to talk about it really fast, and then you can talk about it.
Go ahead, for sure.
One thing that the doctor told us, since she did have the bilirubin, and it was high at a 17, it wasn't at like a 10,
No.
it was at a 17. The doctor literally told us, like, listen, she sat us down, she's like, hey, you know, this is very high. So she suggested us, well, she kind of ordered us, so she demanded us.
It was more of like a demand, like, if you want your baby to get better, you have to do this.
Yeah, and basically she told us, like, make sure you go outside with the baby as much as possible, okay, and wear as less layers as possible on the baby, meaning try not to wear a hat so much, try not to have socks on, let the sun hit the baby's skin because of the orange color. Trust me, guys, we understand, but the whole reason behind that was because the baby was dealing with that bilirubin and it was very high. So we're like, you know what, let's go outside as much as possible, let's put on a little beautiful dress on her, let's let the sun hit her little toes and her face.
And of course, guys, as soon as we went outside, we made sure that like we weren't around so many people. Kind of stay to ourselves. Like, we're not going around and like not going around like the baby, like, here guys, hold her,
everybody take turns.
No, guys, come on, please. We take care of her really, really well. I mean, even as first-time parents, we know, like, you know, the whole thing where you have to like keep them inside for 30 days and do the whole quarantine thing. And also, you know, for me as well, I know I have to heal and stuff, and I've been doing really, really good on not lifting anything heavy.
We'll talk about that after. After us going outside, after the sun hitting her, after us feeding her every 2 hours, not letting her sleep the whole night, because she would if we let her. You know, after waking her up, like, actually, like, physically, like, baby, wake up, because she wasn't waking up a little bit because of the bilirubin so high. After all of that stuff, days, I think it was like a week. What was it, like a week or two?
Honestly, like a week and a half where we saw the most progress.
So we went to an appointment, and this is like the happy ending.
This was the last appointment of the whole like bilirubin high thing, and we went there, and we were so anxious and nervous. We were like, okay, hopefully today's the day. We don't want to keep coming back here with you, baby. We want you to be so better. And
mind you guys, I'm sorry, but mind you guys, her eyes started getting white. Her skin started not to be orange. So
we went in, and the last level that they checked for her was at a 5.7.
Whoa, and that's basically normal.
Like, whoa, what a relief. Everything that we did worked, and we felt so accomplished as parents. We were like, wow, like, we really, really took this serious and making her get better. And she did get better, and I'm so, so happy that we did that.
We cried. I'm not even gonna lie. I know, guys, you guys probably been seeing us cry so much on here, and we don't mean to, but it's been such an emotional roller coaster. And like, when we found out that news, it was like our first baby accomplishment as parents. And we just like screamed, and we just like danced, and we just like went out. I literally
just called like my whole family when they didn't know. I had to tell them, oh guys, by the way, she had this, and now she's so much better. They're like, oh my god, we didn't even know anything. And I was like, yeah, well, we kept it from you guys.
We were just really
we wanted to deal with it, me and you as parents, and I'm so happy that we did that as well.
Man, I'm so happy. What she did with her family is like what we're doing with you guys. Like, you guys are family, but we're telling you once there's a happy ending, because it was very hard for us at the time. So
for sure,
that was it, guys.
Our baby girl is good. She's still getting that vitamin D that she needs, going outside, and
she's like a little Miami girl. You know, I didn't want. Not that I'm saying I don't want her to be a Miami.
Be careful.
Not saying I don't want that.
Be careful with what you say.
Not saying I don't want that. I'm saying, like, I'm from New York. Miami girls and guys, you guys love the sun, love the beach, you know, love being outside, and I would say a little bougie. A little bougie in New York.
She's a bougie Miami nature girl.
Yeah, like she's
always outside.
She loves to be outside. Like she's outside more than me. I feel like she'd be outside on her own. Like, peace, mom and dad. I'm out. I'm out to the beach. Like, her personality is so amazing. I just love these moments, you know. And she's getting older. And Angelica don't like when I say that, but
Please
it's true.
Don't. She's gonna be a month on Saturday.
She's
like,
getting older. And yeah.
No.
I know.
I want another one already because she's never gonna be this small again. Really?
But babe, give them an update how you been with since you had a C-section and everything. We might as well end the video off on how Angelica been. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Shout out to our baby girl because she is okay. Give it a huge thumbs up. Huge thumbs up because our baby girl's okay. Hit the subscribe button. Join the Rich Way family so you can see this beautiful person.
And the baby back there. She's actually sleeping. So.
And me.
And you. Sorry, I forgot about you.
We should talk about that.
What? That you think I like forget about you and it's all about the baby now? I mean, not really. Just the baby is like I
think Angelica might have forgot about me.
No, I didn't forget about you. It's
I'm just playing.
The baby has more of my attention these days. Yeah. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. The last video that I gave you guys an update, I said everything was good. I was healing perfectly. I was perfectly fine and blah, 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 blah. Now I have to go back to the doctor because something may or may not have happened. I don't want to say yet what it is because obviously I don't know what it is yet, but my incision may or may have not opened. So I have to go to the doctor.
What?
My incision.
May or may have not opened?
Yeah, because like, I don't know. I can't really see down there what's going on.
Oh yeah, well there was a little part that was...
Yeah, as soon
like one
as
of your
possible.
stitches came out, right?
Yeah.
You made that seem so complicated, babe.
Because of the fact that like there's no stitches on the outside, they're on the inside, so I can't see any stitches like physically. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it ruptured from the inside and it's like slowly opening back up from the outside. It's very complicated. Like I said, I need to go to the doctor as soon as possible, and then I will definitely be making a video for you guys and updating you on my little journey that's about to happen, because hopefully it's not that easy.
Yeah,
hopefully it is easy where I just go in and the doctor's like, oh, here's some antibiotics, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the case.
Or it could go another way, like you need to go to the hospital and they need to get you stitched back up, and then I'll be like, huh? You said what?
Hey, me and the baby will be there with you.
What?
No, but I don't think that's gonna be the case.
No,
like,
but if
I
it's
don't
literally opening, then I honestly feel like that might be the case.
If you have any baby tips that you want to tell us or anything you want to put us on, you know, as being parents for the first time, leave a comment down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Right?
Please, thank you. All suggestions are welcome. The camera's dying. I love you guys so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those icon bells to get notified every single time I post a new video.
Yeah, turn those
is out ski.
Turn those icon bells.
Turn those icon bells to get notified every single time we post a new video.
Turn icon the bell icon, baby.
Bell icon. There we go. Thank you so much for helping me out. Love you guys.
Rich Way out. Rich Way out.
Baby says bye. We say bye. We've been at this all day.
And you say bye too.
I gotta go to the doctor's. Bye.
Bye. Deuces.
Peace. Keep kisses.
Watching you grow, watching you